December 17th, 2023. Dear Santa Claus, as you are sure to know, the annual Renfrew Santa Claus Parade, which the Town of Renfrew hosts in your honor, began in 1955 when late Lion Clarence Barker was president of the Renfrew Lions Club. That year, the Lions cooperated with the retail merchants, the Chamber of Commerce, and the Town of Renfrew to organize a gigantic Santa Claus parade with over 2,000 bags of candy prepared for distribution to the children. When I was a young teen, my neighbor and late Lion, Bill Holmes, handed me a costume with ears so large and heavy that it was a challenge to balance. I proudly donned the costume and didn't speak once en route, and no one except Lion Bill ever knew who the White Rabbit was. I waved to everyone and danced to keep my feet warm, while the majorettes twirled their batons and the marching band presented a lively beat. The Lions Club became the official sponsor of the annual parade in 1967, with late Lion Tom McElligott as president. There were as many as 79 lions in the early 70s. Today there are 25 lions, and their motto is, "We serve." It is easy to see the many ways that they are giving selflessly of their time, energy, and finances. Their list of contributions is too long for this letter, but lions help in many ways.
Merry Christmas!
These include providing dog guides for the blind, hearing ear dogs for the deaf, and special service dogs.
Well, when there's a camera around, you pretty well give it away.
Oh, this is true.
You will remember, Santa, that in 1973 your parade was canceled due to lack of participation, and we really missed your presence. Fortunately, 2 years later, under the energetic leadership of late Lions Hugh Edwards and Jim New, there were over 112 floats participating in your parade. Santa, you know that Renfrew has a world-famous hockey history with the National Hockey Association, but did you know that the Renfrew Lions Club helped to keep hockey alive and well in the town of Renfrew when they purchased and maintained an arena from 1945 until 1952? We all agree that Renfrew was and is cutting edge when it comes to the game of hockey. In 1947, artificial ice was introduced into what we lovingly called the Old Barn on Argyle Street. This 1929 auditorium is now owned and cared for by the Renfrew Wing Association. The Renfrew Wing is also home to the Renfrew Rotary Club, who host bi-weekly meetings in the Rotary Room. I know that you and Mrs. Claus enjoy a bit of time off from service, but you are always welcome to visit in the town of Renfrew. You would both be a great addition if you're looking for a second residence away from the North Pole. Renfrew residents are always eager to serve and are sure to be at the top of your nice list. Santa, it was a Christmas wish come true in the mid-1990s when your parade was first viewed on television in the Ottawa Valley. I got to volunteer with the television crew a few times, and that was fun as well as educational. The inspiration I got from that team has me making my own movies today. They must be at the top of your nice and smart list. Your TV Ottawa Valley crews were in place again this year to capture your visit and bring joy into the homes of those who are unable to see you in person. Everyone remembers 2017 when the Lions Club informed Renfrew Town Council of their difficult decision to stop hosting the parade. This was a surprise and disappointment that rippled throughout the communities. I bet it gave you a few white hairs too, Santa. The Lions prepared a How to Get Ready for Santa file and gave it to those who would take over their duties. This itemized document for Santa's parade was appreciated as Renfrew Town Council and the Renfrew BIA went to work immediately to get sponsors and volunteers to ensure that the newly formed committee would keep the spirit of Christmas alive and well.
Yes, see him in a second.
Where is he? Hi, Santa.
You are sure to remember Janine Fraser, our community outreach and programs coordinator, who took the reins and organized the epic 2023 parade. She helped us to register our floats and accepted our parade donations with a smile, and we were mailed a tax receipt. Every detail of your visit was planned to perfection, and you are sure to have noticed that. Along with Janine's team, John Pohl and his pilots of the airways at 96.1 FM radio deserve a standing ovation for encouraging listeners to enter floats and attend the parade. Mother Nature gets a warm hug for providing great weather. Santa, we have paraded you east, and we have paraded you west, in daylight and in starlight. Downtown Renfrew is so bright for your arrival that it can be seen from space. People start to look for you from the moment the parade begins. This year, the Town of Renfrew live streamed the parade on their Facebook page, and that is another first. Renfrew Councillor Andrew Dick was the host, and we all saw him jump with excitement when he saw you behind those prancing horses.
Are you giving cookies away to good girls or to just...
We are keeping up with the times at the Town Hall, Santa, and that is appreciated by investors, residents, and visitors. Town of Renfrew employees are on the top of everyone's nice list. Santa, we have seen you greeting children at the Renfrew Armories, inside Town Hall, outside in Low Square, and sometimes at the Recreation Centre. How many times has your photo been taken? The children love and admire you, and I could feel their happiness as I captured the scenes with my cameras. Over the decades, I've been fortunate to receive many honors, including 3 terms as a municipal councillor for the Town of Renfrew. I have never been more pleasantly surprised than when I was named the 2018 Honorary Parade Marshal. The Ontario Provincial Police always do a great job of leading the parade, so my marshal duties were light. The officers are always sure to set a safe pace for everyone participating. Art Jameson was named Citizen of the Year by the Chamber of Commerce, and we were fortunate to share the first parade float with Mrs. Claus. They had us singing carols and laughing all the way. We drove in the back of a big white truck, skillfully driven by Tom McIntyre. We waved and shared the Christmas spirit from one end of Raglan Street to the other. That is the only time I have ever been ahead of the Honourable Member of Parliament Cheryl Gallant or the Honourable John Yakubuski, Member of Provincial Parliament for Renfrew, Nipissing, Pembroke.
Merry Christmas. We're taking good care of Mrs. Claus, but she's going to see Santa at the Town Hall after the parade. Come and see us. Merry Christmas. Come and see Santa at the Town Hall. Mrs. Claus is going to sit on his knee first. Merry Christmas. That'll be a good picture. Merry Christmas. Hey, Merry Christmas. Happy New Year, too.
Hello, Whisk. How are you?
Merry Christmas.
Finnegan's after. Okay?
You will remember the seat of honor that we built for you in downtown Renfrew when we were allowed to host the 2021 stationary Santa Claus Parade. What a brilliant idea this was, and Mother Nature gave us a gentle snowfall, making it feel like we were on the inside of a snow globe. Floats lined both sides of the street, and people enjoyed walking around them and chatting with friends and float owners. This type of parade was a first for Renfrew, and the business community worked with the Town of Renfrew and sponsors to give you a parade to remember. There was a long line of families waiting to have their photos taken with you, but I'm sure that happens wherever you go. You are famous. The YouTube video, Santa Comes to Town December 4th, 2021, is magical. So we know that you must have had a hand in it. Have you seen my K.E. Windle YouTube channel, Santa? The parade has had a number of routes over the years, so you have also enjoyed our decorated homes on the back streets. Sometimes we would line up at Our Lady of Fatima School and travel to the Renfrew Armories. Other years we would line up at the Armories and meet you after the parade in downtown Renfrew. Regardless of the route, there were always plenty of onlookers on the street and watching from the warmth of their homes. Chatting with you, Santa, as we drove slowly past your parked wagon was a lovely surprise. The horses even danced to the My FM music we were singing, and they appeared to be as excited as we were. Minnie walked the route without a float, handing out treats, and that's a great way to stay warm and make new friends. You saw our Canada Post letter carriers picking up the letters to Santa, which you must enjoy reading. The Renfrew Fire Department always walk the route with their big rubber boots in hand. The snowsuit fund they collect for began in 1985, thanks to Lion Jack Collins and friends. His team purchases new, warm clothing to help people stay healthy in a sometimes harsh Canadian climate. Inside Ottawa Valley posted a story written by Michael Guest in 2018 about the Snowsuit Fund, which Lion Jack Collins continues to coordinate. That year, the firefighters collected $2,659 for the over 100 people in need. Renfrew firefighters also collect food for the food bank, and donations that are dropped off at the fire hall are picked up by the food bank volunteers. Those people you saw setting up barricades for the parade are the Templar Knights Motorcycle Club Canada. They make certain to have volunteer members, including Renfrew Councillor Clint McWhirter, place barricades along the route and give everyone safe passage. The Knights also helped out for your visits to Eganville and Arnprior parades this year, Santa. My Twinkle Twinkle You Are a Star float was behind the Renfrew Junior A Wolves float, and it was fun to watch them running back and forth handing out candy. Team owners have brought major hockey talent to Renfrew, and the fans are loving it. Perhaps you will bring Mrs. Claus to a game after the Christmas season is over. Did you like the way all the floats tuned their radios to 96.1 My FM for a full hour of commercial-free holiday music? It unified the parade, and my family sang along as we made our way past thousands of happy people. It was really great to have my photo taken with you in front of the Christmas tree and the beautiful backdrop that Renfrew Home Hardware Building Center donated. I took a few photos of the hundreds of children who waited in line to have their photos taken as they shared with you their Christmas wishes. I also had a chance to meet the good Grinch, who gave a friendly greeting to visitors as they entered the recreation center. Santa, you might not always have recognized my family who have dressed as clowns or jesters in costumes that we sewed ourselves. We have handed out balloons and treats to thousands of children whose Christmas spirit is exemplary throughout the year. We need to give a big thank you to our many sponsors. As you know, this parade would not be possible without their generous contributions. Our main 2023 parade sponsor was Excite Enterprises of Eastern Ontario Incorporated. Rudolph and all of the other reindeer will be happy to know reindeer sponsors Sherry Kobus of eXp Realty Brokerage and Kelly DeRue, real estate broker, eXp Realty. Your Santa Parade is always better with candy canes, and these candy cane sponsors: A Sense of Country, Barbershop 292 Stewart Street, BICN Printing and Design Boutique, Downtown Renfrew Business Improvement Area, Dwayne's Towing and Roadside Assistance, and I can tell you if your sleigh breaks down, give Tom and his team a call. Other candy cane sponsors include Jameson Planning Company, On Track Employment Resource Services, Renfrew County Voices, Renfrew Printing, Smeltzer Ranch Dog Boarding, Timeless Salon and Spa, and Yelkowski Lumber and Scrap. Most of all, Santa, I would like to thank you for all the jolly ho-ho-hos. Your presence in the town of Renfrew brings comfort and joy. Thank you for listening to our hopes and wishes and for sharing your generous spirit freely. Your friend, Kate Windle. P.S. My parade chauffeur, Grinch Kevin, and my camera crew elves, Stephanie, Nora, and Jared, along with dinner helpers and float decorators, Karen and Peyton, are sure to be on your nice list, but would you double check, please? I can vouch for them as being kind and caring, And it was fun to make the 2023 Santa Parade a family event.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas to the Smith kids! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, man! Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas! Oh, there's Lucy! Merry Christmas!